Okay, I'm gonna work on the trying to get this exhaust system off and get the carburetor off. See how that works. We'll get back to the front end. Alright, first we gotta get the heat shield off, so spray the darn hose clamps, CRC or WD-40 or some other junk you gotta use. It makes the screws come off a lot easier when they got lubricant on them. They get pretty rusty. Alright, here we go. I have best luck with these with using a quarter drive ratchet on this stuff. It's a lot easier. White. Bigger socket maybe. That's it. Bigger socket helps. You hear the pop, I got it all off. The air cleaner's in my way, so let's get it out of here. Oh, jeez. Being nice and loose. Jeez. That was tight. Pushing with all your weight and pull up in your little crescent all at the same time. I'm using my chest too. Not moving. Oh gosh. That was tight. So instead of using an impact knocker, which is what I should be using, like so you push with your chest and jerk the wrench real quick. I had to do it 3 times before it popped the front one. If you just turn it like that, it just rounds out the screw, you're screwed. If it doesn't turn first shot, keep working at it. Okay, you want to keep this clean, so you got to keep it where it don't get damaged. So we'll hide it, so we can't find it. Everything seems to be rusted. Oh, we got 2 fancy spacers in here. I bet you those are fun to put back in. Okay, one more part to be cleaned. Not much oil residue in there. See, pretty clean around the motor. That tells you the motor's good. Everything we look at seems to be good. It's broke that off. Yeah, at least it still works. Alright, so this is some kind of fancy Harley air cleaner. What are those? Oh, jeez. 2 little sealing washers you never know about. All kinds of fancy crap. So anybody got a screaming air filter? Get rid of this piece of crap. I want a vacuum blade. This thing's a joke. Oh, what a shocker, it's plastic. At least I don't have to change the air filter. It looks brand new. Oh, the bolts do fall out. They're all on the floor down here. What happened? Alright, what do we got here? These look fancy. What are these, bat wings? Oh, isn't that special? Oh, I bet you these are something you're not going to ever buy in about another 5 minutes. Gee, that's all rubber? Who's going to make those pieces of crap? Sure won't be Harley. Yeah, you'll never see those things. I'll guarantee you nobody's going to make them pieces of crap. Got more torque stuff, or got Allen's this time? Yeah, those look like Allen's this time. Make up their mind which way they want to go. Waste of time. That's what I figured. Should have been in my metric container. Yeah, metric Allen's. They're doing my box. They've been helping me again. That wasn't even tight. Come on. This is not the torque that you're supposed to have on your tool, your bolts. That wasn't even 1 foot-pound. That was like 1 inch-pound. Something else holding in there. That. More hidden junk. Nope. 9/16. Yep. So these here are Allen's, and then over there are your breathers. They're hidden way inside of there. So you unscrew these because they go to your head up under here. So if you don't do that, you try to rip the air cleaner off the vacuum plate, you just break it. Oh, those are tight too. Oh yeah, they got a lot of something on this thread. Some kind of Loctite material is falling out. Oh, jeez. Oh. Super stickum. So they got some kind of blue crap out here. I don't know if that's supposed to be a sealer. It might be some kind of a sealer for oil, maybe also. Who knows? Well, I know it doesn't want to come out. Still not coming. Usually you'll have to pull out the screws all the way, but I guess on this one you do. Well, there's some hidden other thing behind I can't see. That's it. So you can leave them in the last 1/4 inch. The only problem is you don't know what the last 1/4 inch is. There you go. Nice piece of plastic. '07. Part number '07. This must be some kind of a Scream Eagle air cleaner thing, I guess. Here I thought it was stock. Shit, somebody paid extra for that pile of crap. Okay, so this stuff's all jammed in there. Look at all that fancy crap in there. Okay, so here's some kind of a rubber hose. See, that's not connected to anything anymore. So this would have went to the stock air filter assembly. That's obviously not this one. One more reason these are not going to ever be made again. Yeah, special items. Okay, so it has some kind of a snorkel thing here that went down that way. Probably goes to some kind of a smog canister of some type. Okay. There's your cables laying in there. What else we got up in here? This is smog. This is smog. Let's see, you got a vacuum line for your Vose switch and your petcock, which is needed. Somewhere there's going to be a choke mechanism. I probably should disconnect on the other side. Yeah, that's this piece right here. If you don't disconnect this, when you rip the carburetor off the bike, you'll break it. So this looks like about a 5/8. We just happen to have one of those laying out here already. Right here. Nope, it's even bigger than that. 11/16. 10-to-1 is probably metric. Oh yeah, it's metric. What's that, about 16 millimeter or something? 17? I don't know. I don't deal with metric. Okay, undo that, loosen that, and it falls off. There we go. Now you can pull the carburetor off. Look at all these stupid vacuum lines and crap, you know. They make these things pretty complicated, don't they? Okay, now it just falls out because the only holding is a butt ring. That's all it's supposed to be holding it. There it goes. Yeah, the butt ring there appears to be old. What a shocker. That's why I'm going to put a new one in there. Feels alright, but I'm going to put a new one in there. Gotta have a new butt ring. Yeah, not too many miles on that thing. It's clean as whistle in there. Okay, so here's how these cables pop off. Of course, you can't get to them if it's installed. There's that one. This one's a little harder to get to because this is in the way. I don't know what that thing is supposed to be. What is that piece of crap? Some kind of a fancy accelerator pump mechanism, I guess. Yeah, that's weird. What year's the carburetor? 96. Well, we know it matches the year of the bike, 99. Okay, that cable's out. There's only one of these I can take off. The other one is stuck on here. Oh, need to get another hidden. Oh, great. Another hidden spot. Underneath the ignition switch is another fancy clamp. Gotta have all the fancy clamps on everything. Alright, there's one cable out. There, that one's out of the way, sort of. Okay, so how many different things we got on this thing hanging off of here? There's all kinds of crap hanging on that carburetor. Okay, so you got a drain hose right here that drains right on top of your motor, so it just drains all over the bike. Right above the hot exhaust system, so that's a good place for it. I'm sure that's safe. This is your vacuum line that you need with your Vose switch. Okay, okay, here's your choke mechanism down over here. That's coming from over here. This is jammed under there a little bit. There it goes. There you go. Pull that out so you don't break it. Damn, that's long. There's a plastic fitting that goes in here, and if you twist it too much, it breaks off. Okay, just holding this thing on here. The gas line just laying there, because I know it's not connected. Okay, there's the gas lines out of the way. So we got, here's our vacuum thing here. Okay, that's a hard plastic fitting to a vacuum hose. That's this one that goes through here. So somewhere in there is a smog canister. Yeah, gotta have that. Okay, so I'm gonna pull this piece here up. It's a lot of work to get to a carburetor, rebuild it. Basically just clean the crap out of it, but a lot of work. Here's an electrical fitting for the electronic solenoid that's in the air cleaner we don't have. So that's not being used. Vacuum line's off. One more vacuum line over here. Bingo. I think it's free. There we go. We pulled it out by the roots. There, that's all you needed to fix. All right. Something to rebuild. Oh, that's fancy. Ew, stinky gas. I don't know what this screw in here is for. Here's your idle mixture screws up over here. It's unplugged. I'm shocked that it doesn't have a plug in it. That tells me somebody was probably in here. See now it's got an air cleaner kit on it. It's probably got an upgrade kit in here too, I bet. Alright, that has to be cleaned out later. Okay, I got all this junk. We gotta figure out how much of this stuff we want to keep. My bike, I wouldn't keep any of it. That's not my bike. Someone else's bike. We just don't know who yet. And I got access to my hose clamp here and take off the exhaust heat seal. Oh, that's nice. Now I get to it. Look at that. Just keep unscrewing until you hear a pop or a click. Oh, gosh. Why did the clamp do that? Okay, well, whatever. Whole damn thing came out. It was going good. Stop moving. Okay. Well, this one's still in there. Yeah, right to the end and it stops. That one's done. Ah! Hit me in the finger and pop back. Okay, if you put your clamp back in here, your bolt, you can reuse the clamp. Otherwise you have to get another one. There we go. That thing got me good. Look at that thing. Snap! That comes out with a lot of force. Alright, I'll get Ben to polish these things up. Looking better already. 2. Who's gonna be the first one to tell me he's an electric screwdriver or something? Lazy. This works good enough for me. You don't have to have everything battery operated to be working on Harley. I got more feel and control I can do with my fingers than some stupid battery car. So I just use my fingers like that to turn it when it's not rusted. Okay, there's another one somewhere down here. I feel the clamp. There it is down here. There we go. There's an exhaust system under here. Look at all that. Okay. I think Ben can polish from here. I don't have to pull any more off the exhaust system. I think he's got access to the covers here, because I don't want to deal with these stupid studs up under here. They're probably rusted in, and it's a can of worms I don't need to be getting into. So we got good access to clean everything else. We can go in here, clean off the top of the motor, no problem. Got good access, so I'm all right with that. The motor's now opened up. We can get to this. I do want to pull the intake off here to put new seals in here, just for the hell of it. Yeah, it looks like it's about normal. I used to have a bunch of wrenches already bent up for this, but for some reason everybody borrows my stuff and never puts it back. I guess they figure they needed it more than me. They had a whole bunch of tools all made to go in here. Bent weird angles. I'm not going to bend my good wrench, so. Well, yeah, this is going to be fun to get to without some kind of a fancy wrench. Okay, I'm good for that far. That's it. Got no more room. Yep, without some kind of a fancy wrench, you're not going to go any more than that. Come through here, maybe get a little bit more out of it. Yep, so you got that much more. Then you come back in here. Yep, maybe enough to do another one. Yeah, you're going to have some specially bent wrenches like I used to have somewhere. Alright, I'll have to make a new one or something. I'll do that later. Do that off video. Spend an hour getting a stupid intake manifold off. Probably don't need to do it, but screw it. If you're gonna fix it, fix the damn thing. Okay, I'm not screwing with that damn thing though. We're leaving that alone. Okay, I think we're all right with cleaning all this stuff up. Ben's got good access now. Okay, so I need to get back onto this front end. Figure out what we're going to do with this piece of junk. Something. Alright, let me clean this up a little bit. I'm going to screw on that manifold off camera. Okay, I just bent me a wrench here. Allen. So I just in my vise right here like this. Beat the tar out with this until it bent down. This is an Allen brand, so it's pretty stout. So it's actually made by Allen, see? So it's pretty dud. Now I need to lose about a 1/4 inch off of this to make room for length. So that'll be the next thing to do, is cut a little bit of this off. See how I'm going to do that without losing everything. I think we'll try that right there. Quiet. shorter. Over here to grind it a little bit. Make sure it's halfway flat anyway. That's pretty close. Alright, that looks good. It's pretty sharp on the edges, so we'll see how that works. Probably want to fit the darn intake manifold bolts because they're probably brand new. What Harley has for a specialty tool for this job. It's got to be something like this or it won't work. Okay, these wires are in my way, so let's get these things out of my way. There we go. It's still in my way. Higher. One stayed up. There we go. The answer to the top motor mount has to come off of this thing. There it is. I'm going to go in there. I got to file the edges down a little bit. A little bit too crisp of a new wrench. Ugh. Nice and hard. It's definitely not an import wrench. Finger dirty right there anyway. Alright, let's see if that works. Probably won't work any better, but we'll try. Oh, it went in. Alright. Perfect. Now I've got a wrench in there. It clears. We had to shorten it to clear this one over here, because that was in the way of hitting it. Then obviously I had to bend the hell out of it to get it to come out more or less straight. So now we're just going to take a little cheater bar. That's a cheater bar. Go like that. And break it free. And it looks like we can probably go a little bit more of a bend on this thing that we got. It might actually help us a little bit. Boom, boom, boom. So let's see what it looks like here. Let's see how it works on this side before we start bending anymore. Okay, yeah, you could bend it some more, wouldn't hurt, I guess. It's in the way of this bracket here a little bit anyway. Oh, hey dumbass. That makes it tighter. Oops. Yeah. We're definitely into the cylinder. We need more bend. The only problem is I cut it, so it's going to be hard to bend it anymore. We'll try. Probably won't bend it anymore, but we'll give it a shot over here. See if we can't make it work. Tripod's caught. Alright, we're just going to give it a couple whacks and see what happens. I'm pretty sure it ain't going to do much, but we'll see. Sound springy? I don't think that did a damn thing. Well, we can see. I don't think it moved any. Okay, you can go up now though. There we go. That works pretty good. Just clears the bracket here. Maybe I did bend it a little bit more. I must have, because it went between the cylinders that time. Yeah, I just lost my tool. It went between the cylinders, so it must have bent. Sure didn't look like I did, but it's all right. We'll take it. Ah. Now it's in the center, it was slightly over, but the thing is when you go down, it went between the cylinders before. This time it didn't go between the cylinders. That's because the bolt came out. But the bolt now is loose enough I can probably unscrew my fingers a little bit. There we go. This is going to take a long time with a new gasket in there, I'll tell you. Luckily these come out. My fingers. Okay. This is the correct Harley tool for doing the other side. I had to break it free with a regular wrench first, so because of the torque. So I already had these marked partially out. Still isn't coming very good here, but this goes in here like this. It's a real long one. That one's free. This one goes way over here like this. Hitting on the intake manifold pretty hard. Move it in a little bit. Protesting. There it goes. Protest all at once as long as it comes out. There we go. There it is. Voila, look at that, it's out. What a pain in the butt. Yeah, it looks good. Put it back in. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and modify this manifold a little bit. Oh, those rubbers are hard. So you can see where the hits on the manifold right here, the bolt. So I'm going to dimple that out a little bit with a grinder. That way we'll be able to slip it in there a lot easier. That'll be worked on later. What a pain in the butt getting that in and out. It's fun. I foresee that being harder than what it is now. Okay, definitely a special wrench. Don't lose that one. I made one before like that. Of course, I loaned it to somebody. Never got it back. I put it there in the manifold. I shouldn't lose it. Okay, now, how good is that motor in there? I can see a valve in there, way deep in there. Get a little light on the subject. There we go. Oh, there it is. See the valve in there? Looks nice and clean and dry. Ain't nothing wrong with that motor. Yep, that looks pretty clean. Bolts and stuff in there. Where are we at? I don't know. I can't see. Now I can see in there. Oop. Yeah, it looks pretty clean. Definitely a good running motor. Nothing wrong with that motor, at least on the top end. I doubt anything wrong on the lower end either. All right. These plug wires are in the way slightly for polishing up the motor. There, I got better access to get to that one now. All right, not bad. Okay, this stuff's going away. Okay, I got jacked the front end up, so let me get all this cleaned up and we'll be back.